some women have not heard that. Look, the reality is that as you are growing, your value, your market value goes.
So, Apostle, you are saying pastors are telling them, but they are refusing to listen.
I'm saying one, some pastors are telling. Two, some women have not woken up yet. They don't know this reality.
Okay, so we are telling them, but they are not listening.
Yes. Okay. So, and it is my desire, I wish, that the women would wake up and smell the seaweed.
It is so laughable every time I hear men say that, oh, as a woman, as you're growing, your market value goes down. I understand if you are judging women by the sexual market value, which is their age and their looks, then you have a point. Because the sexual market value of women is rooted in patriarchy. Men are so obsessed with reminding women that the more they age and the older they get, their value declines. However, men don't realize that as most of them grow, their own value declines. The quality of a man's sperm begins to decline by the age of 30. By the age of 40, quite a significant number of men start struggling with erectile dysfunction. Clearly, this podcast is by Ghanaians. And so, for most African men, it is the sexual enhancement concoctions that they drink that is sustaining them in the bedroom. I'm just being honest. When you look at the average age of making your first millions or becoming a millionaire, looking at data from North America, specifically Canada and the USA, it is between the ages of 54 and 61. And the sexual market value of a man is tied to his economic resources and his social status. And so as most of you grow as men, you will not have that economic resource and you will not have that social status, implying that for the average man, your value also declines as you age. Dear men, focus on yourself. Look at the high rate of paternity fraud and male infertility on the African continent. You need to be focused on yourself because a lot of you go around thinking, oh, I'm a man. My grandfather was 70 and was still having children. Nah, those children are not all for your grandfather. Dear African men, if you want to understand the reality of your biological clock, let us mandatory DNA test, and you will know the truth. You do not appreciate and value as a man as you age, because most of you will not have the financial resources and the social status. Most of you will always be 50-50 men, expecting your woman to bring in half of the income. And after the age of 40, most of you can barely sustain an erection. Patriarchy is a delusional drug